Hello everyone, Chris Assis here, and today we have the third video of our series of dancing with a shorter partner. This video is around ochos and pivots, and I left them out and separated them from our walks, not because they're not connected or we need a special technique for them. Absolutely not. The things that we worked on in the previous two videos are apply here too, so please review them. And it's just that in our pivots, because we have that rotation, things might be a little bit more difficult, and therefore it is always good to give them a little bit more attention. So what happens is when that rotation, we are stronger in rotation when our spine is flexed, so we can turn more, and that is perfect in this case because, as we saw, when our knees are bent, our spine has this tendency to flex as well, following our knees. So if we take advantage of that, our first rotation where we want to keep that connection with our partner is perfect, not a problem. It's after that that we get stuck. When the lead comes, when it's time to follow, or when it's time to lead that direction of the pivot itself, that extra little bit, it is where trouble begins, because we need to get just a little bit deeper. You need to extend. Not only that, you need to extend your legs to finish your step. So that's another little part of the problem. So for that extension, usually we feel we don't have enough space and we tend to get stuck in that flexion, and this way we disconnect with our partner because we're not really receiving or giving what we need, not what we need to give as a message. Then we might also hurt our backs because we're putting a lot of strain to twist in that position. So a lot of things just make this difficult. So what we're going to be working on is finding space in that position while keeping our knees bent. So get into something comfy and let's get started. So in this first exercise, we want to find space inside the hip and completely free that leg up. So you're in the first attempts, you're probably going to be squeezing here and pushing there and trying to keep everything in place. But instead, I want you to focus on your breath to help you out with this one. So inhale as your knee comes up. Exhale as you settle in the lunge. Inhale as your knee comes in. Exhale as you shift the weight. Let's try this together. In and out. In and out. In and out. In this second exercise, settle in that lunge. Make sure you're not too far forward so your back knee is not hurting. Twist and then reach over the front leg. So we twist towards the back and reach over the front. In this twist, my spine is curved. In the reach, my spine extends. In the twist, I take an inhale. In the reach, I exhale. In and out. Use the breath as a vehicle to go down this path. Now your legs cannot move. This is a lot harder than just doing ochos with knees bent. Your legs are in a certain position, but your hips can move around your legs and your spine can move forward and back and left and right. So try to find these elements, and of course we do it on both sides. Here you'll be able to see a little bit better what I'm talking about: a curve and a reach. And see how I'm slightly, you can see it in my top, side bending here, yeah? So we want to allow the four sides of our body to work together, front, back, left, and right. And don't forget about the breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Find your own pace. Maybe I'm going too fast or too slow, I don't know. Find your own pace. So in this third exercise, we're in a twisted position and things are not as easy as they look, but the breath is the same. Inhale here, exhale to twist. Inhale to come to center, exhale to change sides. Inhale, exhale to twist. Inhale back to center, exhale to change. So find your own tempo, but always look for the breath. And as you can see, one side is different than the other. I have more space going towards, twisting towards the right than when I twist towards the left. It will happen. Your body is, the two sides are different, and that's okay. Pay attention and notice the subtle differences. And last but not least, settle in a deep squat, holding opposite ankle with hand. Twist as far as you can, and then reach. So here we have completely isolated the legs. And we're looking for more space in the spine and the rib cage. And this is, I'm not going to lie to you, this is going to be tough. It's not an easy exercise. In this first part, it's a deep, deep, deep inhale. So let's see it here. Deep inhale. Exhale to reach. And you're going to feel that your spine is looking for a side bend. It's looking for space going forward and going back and going down through the hips and up through the hand. So if you can't reach there, that's okay. You can keep the elbow bent and stay there. And if you need to take a break between the two sides, go for it. If you're feeling burn in the legs, it is absolutely normal. Always change sides, don't do only one side. And here you'll see exactly what I meant before. How we curve in here. We start from a curve. See how deep that curve is. Go, 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 and extend. See how my head reaches a little bit towards you as that arm is trying to reach up. You can't just let the arm do all the work. Notice how the body changes. Let's see it together. Notice that upper curve here. See how it's straightened out just a little bit more for that arm to reach up. We want all these things, all these elements in our forward and back ochos. And if you can do it here without going up and down, you can do it on your 2 feet. So bend and stretch just a couple of times to prepare. Curve the spine, extend, curve, and get ready for the ochos. So this is where we get stuck. Look. I'm like, oh, it's like, okay. And you can't fully extend the leg and you feel that you're locked. Let's see the better version. Step and reach. See it again. You're in a curve and now your body goes whoop and turn. Notice how I'm not going up and down. My knees are staying in the same level, but I'm looking for space forward and back, and in a side bend. See that extension? Notice it here. All the way from the hip to the shoulder. So this is the perfect top for this one, right? Here, extend. In and turn. Back ochos. Start with the same exercise, just a little bit of preparation. The back ochos are almost the opposite, but they follow the same principles, of course. So, set up, and let's see. This is how we get stuck. What happened here? I didn't extend. See how I looked for a little bit of space forward? If you didn't, take the video back and look at it again. Look for space forward. Let your body go forward and in a little bit of a side bend. Look at the lines on my top. They can tell you where my body is going. So we start in a curve, extend, curve, and turn. Extend the spine, step, curve, and turn. Extend, step, curve, and turn. So you want to find space, not up and down, but left and right, forward and back, and with the hips going around the legs and the legs finding space inside the hips. Remember that our breath is super important here. So it would go exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Find your own pace. And this is it. Forward ochos and back ochos, using that same intro, bending our knees to find that position of the spine. As you saw, the most important thing here is space, finding space without changing our level, going up and down. Space can be found through the spine with adding a little bit of a side bend, a little bit of an extension more forward. So we have more forward and back and left and right than up and down. And the up and down, that extra space, maybe hides also in the hips. So how you can find that little bit of space where the leg can still extend inside the hip and therefore not push us up. So these things to be accessed and explored with a little bit more smoothness and efficiency, we need our breath. So that's why you hear me leading you through the breaths here. Please do not feel forced to follow the specific rhythm. I just want you to notice that we need our breath to move. So when our breath is strained, our move is our movement is also tensed and not as free and as fluid as it can be. So make space your goal and make breath the vehicle to find space. So send me your questions, your feedback. If you tried these on the dance floor or with your partner or in your practice, tell me how it feels. I want to hear all about it. Till next week.